Good afternoon, chat. Did things happen overnight? Did we get stuff? Do I need to replay? No, we're good on power on that thing. Boots are all charged up. What is this? Why do we got a light on over here? Because we're still making circuit. Uh-oh. Did that finish? Oh, 10 hours. Something screwed up. Biochaff. Why does it keep breaking on biochaff? Is that a percent recipe? Oh, did I mess this up? It should be 2 guaranteed. No, 2 plant ball equals this. Maybe I did mess this one up. Let's go take a look. Where be? I don't know. Let's go to the thing. Hey, Leslie, Nick, Mirix, Trev. Lurkers. I know there's a lurker out there. At least one. What was I looking for? Biochaff. This is 2 biochaff with 2 plant balls, so this should not be messed up. Plant ball? 1 plant ball with 8 carrots. So why are we breaking on that? Why are we breaking on this? Let's go take a look at the, okay, biochaff. Where is this macerator? Hiccup. What is going on here? So this is blocking mode. And it's 2 for 2. It's chance based, but there's 2 guaranteed. So it's not chance based. I'm telling it, 2 plant ball makes 2, not 4. I could try changing it to 2 equals 1. And then we'll always have a surplus for like the next recipe. Hopefully this works.
Pookie Katie just resubscribed for 26 months. Hello Hypno. Haven't caught a stream in a hot minute. Hope you're doing well.
Hey Katie, welcome back. Thank you for the 26 months. We've missed you. Hope everything is going well in your life. It looks like things are going. Okay, so the other question is, how many of these do we actually make? This is advanced integrated. We made 60. I mean, that's a decent start. So we don't have any extra biochaff. That's actually kind of surprising a little bit. Huh. I don't know why. How are we doing on... Okay, so these are still lit up. So we're making stainless steel. I did up this last night to 4,000. And then we are making silicon. So we got to do something with the silicon. Like we have this set up so it can automatically convert. Or not automatically convert. It can convert when called upon, I guess. For some reason, the programmable chips break crafting and sets the circuit to something else. It's very annoying. It seems to be solved if you set it to blocking mode. because the recipe goes in, it changes the circuit, and then once that recipe starts processing, then the next recipe can come in with a different circuit. Is the way that I've seen it work, but yes, we were experiencing some issue here. And I'm not quite sure why. We'll keep our eye on it. Maybe it won't be that big of an issue. I don't know. You've done that and it still occasionally breaks? Yeah, I'm not sure. I am not sure. We are still figuring things out. And it might just be that we go back to like what we did in Monofactory and just make banks of machines with a specific number on them. It might be that we do that. For multi-block, surely one number each? I don't know. I'm thinking, well, for safety and ensuring recipes don't break, that would be the smart play. But I'm thinking like an array of like chemical reactors that can just change on the fly. Like if we have one of these middle pads, all chemical reactors, and they can accept any recipe, like that sounds super cool, like all the parallelization that we could do. But on the other hand, if it's constantly breaking, that's going to suck. So I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this out as we go. See some red lights over here. It's just stuff that needs to be processed. That's a lot of ruby? 19K? Ruby? No, it's not ruby. Redstone, maybe? What is this? Realger? 19K, that's a lot. Okay, well, I think what I'd really like to do is upgrade all of this stuff to HV. I don't think we have enough chips to upgrade it to HV just yet. We have 62 and counting. But if we could start upgrading some of these things to like process faster, like maybe the thermal centrifuge or maybe these macerators at the end, I think we'd be in some good shape here. How much rare earth? None. How you like them apples? You like apples? How you like them apples? We don't even have any. Rare earth is turning into these things. Small pile. So we got like 5K of all of those. There was a bunch of sludge stuff. Those have all been processed down. Vanadium, magnetite sludge dust, cobaltite sludge, chromite sludge, rare earth sludge. Chromite dust, chromium dust. No rare earth, rare metallic residue dust, all that stuff. We have processed it all. Okay, maybe we haven't processed it all, but we've processed most of it. We have no backlog anyway. All right, let's see what we can do. I think, you know, I said that I want to upgrade our ore processing to HV. I think it would make sense to upgrade these machines to HV so we can make things more faster. And then when we have extras, how are we doing on stainless? 2,200. It's a pretty good amount. All right, let's go see what we can do here. First things first, we're gonna have to power HV, so we're gonna need a HV 16 amp. Yeah, this guy right here. So that requires Lumium. How do we make Lumium? I assume from the dust. Let me just double check. Okay, so the blast furnace recipe. This takes 50 seconds per ingot at HV. Oh boy. How much nitrogen? We're full. We're full on a 1K disc, I guess I should clarify. Maybe we should upgrade that. What are you guys doing with the horse thing again? What even is that? Nitrogen. Nitrogen. And then we want to overflow that. There's silly little bits. Thank you for the bits, guys. Nitrogen. Right here. Well, if we're gaining nitrogen somewhere, this is not going up very fast. I mean, obviously we got to be gaining it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have 8,126 buckets of it. So overflow protection. Yeah. So if a machine is producing it as a byproduct on some other recipe, we're storing it somewhere. And if it has nowhere to store, it's going to back up machines. So overflow deletes anything above and beyond. It's like a void upgrade for storage drawers, except this is for AE. Okay, so nitrogen has been upgraded. So Lumium. I assume we're making Lumium dust, which is coming from glowstone, tin, and silver. That's really easy, honestly. Okay. Mixer. This needs a upgrade. Pattern upgrade. This guy. Upgrade it. Hey Nazy, welcome back. Thank you for the 29 months.
Nasivnia just resubscribed for 29 months. Hi.
HV energy hatch. Can we make these? We HV machine hole. I think we should be able to do all of this. LPIC. Yep. All right, let's make pattern for HV energy hatch. Oh, we don't have sodium potassium. That's going to be a showstopper. Gold cable. LPIC. ULPIC. We don't have LPIC. Okay, so we don't have any of this stuff. Let's start with the easier stuff. So this, actually... this. And then this. And then this. All right. Bender. Bender needs an upgrade. Baseline chicken. Let's do this one. All right, so we can now bend that, get bent. Double plate, single plate, these things. All right, so I don't know where any of this stuff else goes. What does it cost for the MV circuit assembler to make circuits faster? I don't know. What does it cost for it? You tell me. This is made in the assembler. This one is made in the assembler. And this is assembler too, but we are missing some things here. So we need gold cable. This is this one. This is assembler as well. And then this is made in the wire mill. Wire mill. This was assembler. And then high voltage coil. Where is this made? Assembler. That's an H. That has to be made in an HV assembler. How do I do that if I don't have an assembler? I'm confused. So I guess we have to have the single machines before we make the HV energy hatch. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to keep these in my inventory. I'm not going to put in the machine because then I'll be like, why is this not being made later? Fine black steel wire. We haven't even started making that yet. Okay, so we are kind of stuck. Let me get a chest. I'm just going to put these in this chest here. We'll come back to that. So we need to make an HV assembler. We need Lumium. Okay, so we can do this. Right, so we can do all this, and then this is made in the blast furnace HV. So we need 2 MV energy hatches minimum in order to make this. Are we using MV energy hatches currently? We must be, because I'm pretty sure we have these at HV. 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 And HV. I'm thinking Lumium. We need this stuff kind of quick. So I'm going to start crafting this up, and as soon as we get the dust, we're just going to start throwing these in the blast furnace. Now this needs nitrogen. Well, it doesn't need it, but it'll speed the process up. Input hatch. Input hatch. Yeah, so let's make that a... Wait, so I'm providing that, but it's not running because we don't have a robot arm in here? Okay. So this interface, we're going to provide that once again. We're also going to provide nitrogen. we are going to use laser to suck out of that and put into here. So upwards, we are going to put a fluid card. This is going to be stock, counting, nitrogen, 1 bucket. And then to the interface, fluid card, insert. So we should have nitrogen in here. Perfect. This has got everything we need in here. Perfect. So now, not stainless. What are we making? Lumium. Yum. That just works. All of this just works. Although it's still doing it slow, I think because I have it on the wrong number. Uses. Yeah, we want this on number 2. I'm going to do the same thing over here. This has got oxygen. Man, that's going to suck. Actually, maybe I won't mess with that one. So we need more blast furnaces. Okay. Copy pasta gadget. Looks like we already have one that was copied, which should work fine. Yeah. Yeah. H. Okay, let's do this. This thing's like all weird. I think that was right. This is wrong. There we go. Okay, so we're missing the hatches. Can we place a second one? Okay. Again, we're missing the hatches, so I need 4 MV energy hatch. And it looks like we can make those. Can those hatches and buses go anywhere in the multi-block? You're following the build template in GEI, and usually it doesn't have them in the first layer. Yeah, you can put the energy hatches. Okay, so this is what you do, actually. Let's do this so you can see. Electric. So you look at the uses on here and you'll see multi-block info, right? So you can see this little diagram here. You can click the all to layer 0, or the first layer. And if you click on here, on each block, you can see the one that highlights. Over on the left-hand side, it tells you what can go in that space. So here, only the blast furnace multi-block machine controller thing goes here. But in this space, you can put heat-proof Invar machine casing, or you can put a maintenance hatch, or you can put an energy hatch, any of these things. The center block, any of these things. Basically, on the first layer, the machine block is the only one that's locked. Any other block can be any other of the part of the multi-block. Now on the next layers, we go to layer 1. These all have to be coil blocks. Same for layer 2. On the top layer, it can be anything except for the very center one. This has to be the muffler hatch. But any of these other blocks can be any of these other ones. Make sense? Ba-ba-ba-ba-boom. Yeah, so the only ones that you're really locked in place, the coil blocks, the machine controller, and the muffler hatch, which you can face downwards. And that's why you don't see it there, but that's actually a muffler hatch. You can only face it downwards if the block below the muffler is an air block. There'll be some machines you can't do that. Needs maintenance, right? We have that in there. We need to hook up all the things below. This is Signalum. No problem, dude. No problem. All right, so we have, is this 16? That is a 16 amp. So we could bring that power over here. It's cleaner to put its own 16 amp over here, I suppose. Are these like expensive? Nah, we should just make them. Actually, I just made two 16 amps. It's a little wasteful. Ideally, we should be making 4 amp and putting the 4 amps directly instead of a 16 amp, but I screwed up. That's fine. Some resources. Did I put aluminum back in this thing? I don't remember. I did. Oh man, that wire mill is going to take forever. It's taking forever. Perhaps you're being a bit ambitious with this being your very first ever Greg Tech pack, but you figured you might as well go for it. Well, you know what you're getting into, I'm sure. You saw me play Monofactory or any previous of the Greg Tech packs I played. Quite possibly anyway. There's a lot of tedium that goes into it, but like it's very technical. I don't know. I kind of like it. Is my terminal almost dead again? No. I was looking at this and it showed like no power thing. So I was like, wait, is it almost dead again? I just realized this is off-centered. I was like, why is this laser crooked? Because it's on this cable, but this cable is not centered. Oh, that's driving me crazy. Okay. We can't have that. No sirree, Bob. We cannot have this. This cannot stand. 3490. 3490. I was gonna say, can I copy from this one instead of having to find it over on the main controller? Like this is 3490. If I copy this, what happens? Oh, okay. No, you can't do that. I wish there was a way you could do that. Just like edit the card and put that same channel on there instead of like having to go over to the controller. Let me glass cable. Now the question is, I don't think I can do it. I was gonna say, can I do the carry-on mod to move this? I don't think so. I think this is linked to the actual location, not the device itself. So that's at 2 minus 35. Which one is 2 minus 35? 235. This one. We're experiencing a temporary power outage. Please stand by. Now I feel like that should move here, which I'm gonna do. Better! Yay! Completely pointless, but it's better. Laser. And how are we gonna do this? Guess we can do it like this. It's just powered. Signalum. Ah, I used all my Signalum that I ordered. All right. So this is 16 amp. This is 16 amp. We should be fine. Should being the operative word. Oops. Okay, so both of these should now be powered. So now we need to get a E over here, which actually now I gotta move this again. It's fine. It's chat. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, that's in the way too. Okay, that's fine. We'll just move this all down one. I don't even know. Actually, hold on. We can do this, and this should be okay for now. This is gonna have to change later because it'll drive me crazy if I don't, but we can do this for now. We can leave this the way it was. P2P. And then the laser's gonna have to change. So we'll use the same channel. 3490? Is that what this was? 3490, yeah. All right, and then input hatch. Input hatch. This needs input hatch as well. ULV input hatch. Actually, what is this? That is a ULV input hatch. That's an LV input hatch. ULV input hatch. We don't have this. It's acting like we do, but we don't. All right, BRB. ULV input hatch. This, we need this. We need this. What else do we need? We need red alloy wire. We don't have that. This. Wire mill. Red alloy wire. This other one was just a regular crafting recipe. So we're missing ULV machine casing. Okay, that's a assembler. This one, I think that was assembler too. What is this? Oh no, this is just a normal crafting recipe. Where was I? It's too many things. And this was a crafting recipe too. Okay. ULV input hatch. Now we never have to worry about that again. Perfect. Right, so interface. 2 of these. One interface, 2, and wait a second. That's a, what is this? That's right, input bus. GregTech screws with my head because in modded Minecraft, input is blue, output is orange. But in GregTech, item input is orange and fluid input is blue. Or maybe it's just items are orange and then the green signifies the input. I'm not sure, but like it screws with my head every time. And I always have to second guess. I was like, what even is that? Is that right? I just saw orange. Okay, so Lumium. Laser. These need nitrogen. This card is a fluid input. This card is a fluid stock counting 1 bucket. And then we copy that card. And over here, we pasta the card. Oop, that's item. Fluid. Okay. We still need this one. Okay, that's all good. So here, let me glass cables. And then I need interface. You think the recipe for ULV machine casing and assembler is cheaper and faster? Okay. ULV machine casing is 1.25 seconds. It costs 8 plates. It's the same. Unless you meant something different. Smart. Lumium dust is done auto crafting. Sweet. So these are all set up. Now we just need, oh, they're already sucking in. We need these to be on number 2. Needs maintenance, right? This needs to be a number 2. Robot arm. Filter. Item, filter. So on the bottom side of this, we're going to put the robot arm. We're going to do import, keep exact, one of those. Pull that out. And we turn this off. Okay, same thing over here. Turn this off, take that out. Robot arm. Import, keep exact, filter. So now it'll keep 1 in there. Okay, perfect. Energy card, yeah, we took that off and we need to fix this. So we can scooch this over 1. And then put the laser. Lasers are cool. Lasers. Laser goes right here, and then from here to here. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. It's looking pretty good, I think. This is probably all going to have to change as soon as I add anything else, but it looks pretty good. All right, so now we got to fix the maintenance. Maintenance hatch. Boop. Boop. Okay, so now these are taking 50 seconds. Is this one taking 50 seconds? It is. Okay. Next thing, we need to make sure we aren't overutilizing our power. We shouldn't be, but we just gotta go make sure. Things are still settling. Looks like we still have plenty of buffer. Lumium. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll add a few more over into this third one. This one's going to go back to aluminum as soon as this thing's done. We have 3 EBS for Lumium. And the only reason why we have that is just so we can make it faster. So we can upgrade to like the higher tier energy hatches and then make it even faster. This is to get us going here. Just temporary multiple for it. Oops. All right. So we were trying to make the 16 amp HV energy hatch, which required Lumium cable. Let's see what we can do here now. So there's that, and then we need to know how to make this. So we do that. And this one is made like a show. Actually, hold on a second. This is wrong. This. This. Am I missing one? 16? I'm missing the 8. That makes the 4, but we don't have the 8. Uses 8. There we go. That's correct. So now we go wire mill. Those can go in there. And then down here somewhere, we can up convert. And as long as we have the Lumium, we should be able to make the 16 amp energy converter. Energy. This one. It says we can do it. Is Lumium HV superconductor as well? I didn't even look. It might be. Where's the wire mill right here? Yeah, superconductor. And the lowest tier, the 1X, is 16 amp, so that's actually kind of nice that we don't have to make the thick boys to like transfer power. You don't need the 8X cable. You can go 1.4.16. Are you saying that I'm never going to need the 2X Lumium cable? You know, honestly, I'm not really worried about it. I prefer having the extra patterns available in case I need something. It doesn't hurt anything. It's literally 2 spots out of 36. Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. I'd rather have them all than have to constantly make new ones. What is taking so long? Now we're making gold wire, and then we're going to make gold cable. This might actually take a minute. No, it's actually going. Fine. We're done. Look at us go. Our first HV energy converter. Okay, so now that we have that, it's going to be a process because we kind of want to upgrade all of these. HV extractor. HV assembler. HV macerator. Lathe. Distillery. Cutter. Mixer. Centrifuge. Centrifuge. Electrolyzer. Wire mill. Bender. Fluid solidifier. Alloy schmelterator. Polarizer. So HV machines are going to be our baseline. We won't make anything slower than HV going forward once we start into this. So all the LV and MVs are going to go. This is advanced chemical bath. Oh, I already did that. I meant chemical reactor. Okay, so all of those can get repped. All right, we got lots of little micro crafting bits to do here. Small stainless steel gear. All right, 2x silver cable. We need this. Silver cables. Yep. So we got that. Electrum wire. Wire mill. Uses on this guy. Uses. And uses. Wire mill. Electrum wire. Okay. So that takes care of this. HV electric motor. Where is that? That's this one. So we know how to make that. We don't know how to make stainless steel rods or the silver cable yet. Silver cable. Oh wait, did I already make that? No, I did. I just didn't put it in the thing yet. And this is assembler. Liquid rubber, yeah. Okay. Assembler. So yeah, stainless steel rod. That is gonna be the lathe. All right, so we can get rid of that. Everything in here we know how to craft now. Get rid of that, get rid of that, and then electric pump. I guess we can put this small gear. All right, so the pump, we know how to make all of these things. Okay, so we're good. And this gets made where? This is just normal crafting. Is there any reason to do one over the other? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we are missing HV electric pump. Apparently, I forgot that one. Rubber ring. Is there any reason to do this over the other? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're 7 versus... Okay, so no tools. That's the reason. So steel, screw, normal, steel. Okay, let's do this one. Well, let's bookmark all of these actually, just so we have them. Steel, screw, lathe, this. We don't know how to make steel bolt extruder. Okay. Bolt. Lathe. Normal stainless steel fluid pipe. So that's 3 ingots in this. Yep, we'll do that. So that's normal pipe. That can go away. Steel rotor. I don't think we made a rotor mold, did we? We did. Easy. Rotor. All right. That completes all of that. And then this is an assembler, or yeah, we want this to be assembler. All right. Now we know how to make all of this stuff, so we should be able to make an advanced extractor. Can we make an extractor? Looks like we can. How are these circuits doing? Looks like it's still crafting. Maybe changing the biochaff to be like only 1 from 2 plant balls was the key? I don't know. HV chemical reactor can be replaced with the LCR one once you get Teflon, right? PTFE? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Like, if we can do multi-blocks, we'll do multi-blocks. But I'm talking, the HV machines is like the lowest tier for like the singular machines. Oh, you're right. I should be using universal circuits. I didn't even consider that. I'll make that change. Just making sure everything's crafting correctly here. It's like we're waiting on a machine to become available. I'm assuming it's the assembler we're waiting on. Is that what these are being made in, the assembler? Yeah, we're making the diodes here. Circuit. We're up to 85. I think we started the live stream at around 60, if I remember right. So that's good. Like, we're keeping up, but I'm gonna have to turn this off because they're blocking my stuff here. I'll turn these back on at the end of the day, or for overnight or something, I don't know. And now we're making silver cables. Sheen casing, gold cables. Our pump. Sweet. So we made our first machine. That was the extractor. We can take these off as we make them. So assemblers next. All right, so we need to know how to make robot arm and conveyor module. Robot arm. We know how to make all these components. Perfect. That's just a crafting recipe. We could do it in an assembler. I'm not sure why you would. Is it cheaper? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 pieces. There's no difference here. Robot arm. Conveyor module. Rubber sheet, gold cable. So this is cheaper. Is it cheaper? 2 motors and 1 gold cable versus 2 motors, gold cable, and then 6 of these. I think that might be the same price. That's the same price. I guess we'll just do this as a regular crafting. Okay, what else are we missing? Anything? That looks like it. So we should be able to make an assembler. And hopefully this will go faster now that we're not being blocked by some of those automation processes. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to craft up, let's start working on the next one. So advanced macerator. Okay, this requires a diamond grinding head. That might be problematic. Might be. Nah, this looks like this will be fine. We already know how to make the double steel plates. We have that. We need diamond dust? Nope, we have diamond dust. We have everything. We good. Macerator. Universal circuits. Yeah. I will make that change. Unless I forget. Chat, you won't let me forget. Let's wait for these 2 machines to like finish crafting them. And that's a lot of electrum wire. Why does this cost so much electrum? What the actual? Ethylene, diluted sulfuric acid. Ugh. If I pull those crafting patterns out, this will still work. Like, it's not going to break anything, right? I think we should be fine. I need to tell the system how to make those universal circuits. How do you make like these? Robot arms take circuits too? Thank you. Oh, look at that, they do. Well, would you look at that? They do. Anything else? I think so. What are these recipes doing? Making silver now. What's this one doing? It's waiting on the wire mill. Lurking, but still working. Can my nitrogen production keep up with the EBFs? I don't know. I mean, we still have over 8,000 buckets. We'll probably have to adjust that. But it's not a concern of mine at this exact moment. Dang it. So this recipe was going, blocking this one, then something stopped, and then now this one's blocking this one. Ugh. So instead of like one completing and then the next, now they're kind of like both competing with each other. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And now this one is waiting on this one. No? They're waiting on... Why are they scheduled? What's happening in my assembler? What's going on? Robot arm recipe is broken? Is that what they're both waiting on? Is a robot arm? This one's not waiting on a robot arm. All right, we're canceling. Okay, so this one, the assembler crafted and the macerator crafted. I think it's because I changed the recipes. So assembler and then macerator. Assembler, macerator. We did it. Okay, lathe. That also needs a diamond grinding gear. Perfect. And we don't have to make any recipes for this one. Perfect. Wait, did I set the circuit? I don't think I did. I remember circuit. Lathe. Yeah, the circuit changes bugged it. At least we fixed it. It was like a simple fix, right? No big deal. No big deal. It's kind of a big deal. It's going to keep me up tonight. Can you change the circuit tag with some key in EMI? There's a way to do it in Monofactory. The circuit tag. I have no idea what you're talking about, Just. That's not something that I ever messed with, so you're going to have to explain it like I'm not just asking. Lathe distillery. Oop, I don't have to search for it. It's right here. Cutter. So the cutter, we need this. But we have everything else. Oops. Okay, so we need the red steel buzzsaw blade. Red steel gear. Red steel ingot. Uh-oh. Are they really going to make me make a vacuum freezer before I can do this? Really? Oh, we can do it this way. We're going to do it this way because I said so. Until we get the vacuum freezer up and running, we're doing it this way. What was that? Chemical bath. MV chemical bath. All right. So now we need to know how to make this. So that's red steel dust with nitrogen. I don't know why I made a crafting pattern for that. We don't want a crafting pattern for that. How do we make this? Mixer. That was MV, yeah? ULV, black steel. I don't think we have black steel. I don't think we have rose gold. We don't know how to make steel dust either. Okay. Steel dust, that's macerator, this. Macerator. Rose gold, that's mixer. Gold dust, copper dust, easy. Black steel dust. That is steel dust we know how to make now. Nickel and black bronze. I don't think we know how to do black bronze. Apparently we don't know how to do nickel either. Mixer. Nickel. So we have nickel dust. I guess we don't need to know how to make that if we have 83,000 of it. Black bronze dust. Electrum and copper. How do we make electrum? Oh, we're doing that through the alloy smelter. We're not making the dust. We're doing it through like dust equals ingot. Okay. Mixer. Electrum dust. Mixer. Yep. Blank patterns. All right, so black bronze. Wait, that's black bronze? Okay, we just did that then, yeah? Black bronze dust. Yeah, we don't need that. Black steel dust? Black steel dust. So we should have, theoretically, everything we need to make red steel. And we need at least 8 ingots for this. So let's just do 10. What am I making? Black steel? No, we're making red steel. Look at it go. We're trying to make red steel dust. Now we're making electrum. And now we wait. Because of reasons. Why are we waiting? Black bronze, black steel, red steel. Which part of this is not worky? Oh, it's stainless steel. Stainless steel blocking. Okay, we gotta turn stainless steel dust off. All right, black bronze dust is being made now, which should allow us to make black steel dust and then red steel dust. Two recipes of this. Oh, maybe more. What are we doing? Oh, now it's making the red steel. As soon as I can get my hands on this, we're putting this in the EBF. We're gonna remove one of the other things, just get this cooking. $33 seconds per ingot. Okay. No rage for 50-second craft? Why would I rage? You thought you were connecting to dial-up internet for a second with the song? You got mail. All right. So we are able to do this, which should allow us to do this once we get 8 of those. We have 1. Oh, I guess I should put the other 4 in there and just cook that all up. Guys, we are collecting an enormous amount of llamas. We got 2 here and 4 more up here. And then we got 2 over here. All the llamas. Llama farm for leads. Let's go. Yeah, we need the red steel to make this thing. The advanced cutter. It needs a red steel buzzsaw blade.
JVDK77 gifted a tier 1 sub to Llama Drama. They have given 376 gift subs in the channel.
JVDK, hey, thanks for gifting a sub to Llama Drama. Oh, we missed this Canthal spring in this advanced distillery. So that's a bender recipe, and then long rod can be extruded. Bender. Do we have Canthal ingots? We do. Perfect. Okay, so let's make 8 red steel ingots. Does this take an exceptionally long amount of time, or is something using the chemical thing? Crafting 2. It looks like it's already done one. I'm guessing it's taken like 10 or 15 seconds per. 13? Oh, gosh. Take forever. Jeez. All right, let's make the advanced distillery, and then when that finishes up, we can make the other thing. This is advanced distillery. Do it. Make it all the thing. Hey, Razzle. All right. Distillery done. Red steel ingot is almost done, so we should be able to like put this in here and request this now. Advanced cutter. Do it. Looks like we're good. So that was the advanced cutter and the advanced distillery. All right, so advanced mixer. Universal circuit, universal circuit. Looks like we can do everything here. Advanced mixer. Hype train incoming. That seems random. Did somebody do something and not announce? What the heck? You can't do that. That's against the law. Oh man, I can't wait until these machines go faster and we don't have to wait as long. I think the wire mill is going to be the best upgrade. Seems like we're waiting on that a lot now. All right, so we're waiting on the mixer, but it is crafting. Advanced center fudge. Man, look at all the circuits it's using. Why so many? Advanced center fudge. All right. Advanced electrolyzer. HV. Advanced mixer. Electrolyzer. Do it. So what's the centrifuge taking so long for? It's the wire mill. It's always the wire mill. Actually, I think it's the polyethylene that's taking the long amount of time here. You wanted everything HV. Now all the circuits are in your face. I did want everything HV. Dude, why is this taking so long? What is this one doing? This is also waiting on a polyethylene. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Ooh. Advanced centrifuge done. Yeah, we are replacing this bank right here with HV. We're just upgrading the entire thing. And advanced electrolyzer. Oh, did I just see that was a wire mill next? Ooh, advanced wire mill. Oh, wait, no. We got to do circuit. Circuit. Wire mill. Okay. So while we're waiting on that, we do the bender. Another easy one. We have all of the other subcraft recipes ready to go. Bender. And then fluid solidifier. Again, easy. We just got to tell it to craft. Fluid solidifier. Yep. And then alloy smelter. All right, so this is something we don't have. Cantha wire 4X. Canthal wire 4X. All right. Wire mill. What was this? The actual machine itself. Let me just make sure we have all the parts. Looks good. Advanced alloy smelter. Did the wire mill complete and didn't tell me? Wire mill. Bender? We're still making Bender. Boo, he's bad. We want Bender. This is blocked by maybe this? Did someone say make 100 LCRs? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Fluid solidifier. All right, Bender. Wire mill, bender, alloy smelter, wire mill, bender, fluid solidifier. What are we waiting on? More of the wire mill nonsense. All right. So bender, fluid solidifier, alloy smelter. Boop, boop, boop. Polarizer. Ooh, look at that. Whoa. Polarizer. And we have everything. This seems like a really cheap recipe. Wait, did I not change the circuit on that one? There was no circuit on that one. Okay. Advanced chemical reactor. Circuit. And we need a normal polyethylene fluid pipe. Oh, we got these extra things on here. We don't need this, that, this, that. Okay, so normal polyethylene fluid pipe. How do we make that? So we have to have polyethylene ingots. And then put that through the normal pipe mold. Okay. Normal pipe. So now we need to know how to make polyethylene ingot, which is made in a fluid solidifier ingot. What about this dust? Polyethylene pulp. No, we need an ingot fluid solidifier. Okay. We don't have an ingot mold, so I'm gonna have to like. We're gonna have to make a ingot fluid solidifier, like a separate one. Ingot mold. This thing. Oh, I didn't actually want to make a pattern for that. All right, this guy, and then this guy. Polyethylene ingot fluid solidifier. This one. Okay, polyethylene ingot. Actually, I guess we can just queue up the recipe. What was this that we were making here? This is the advanced chemical reactor. The polarizer should have been done, right? Yep, polarizer done. Yeah, I'm glad I just queued this up because I would have just made 3 polyethylene ingots and then been sad that I needed 3 more. I made the wrong mold. Oh, you're right. I was looking at this one when I made that. That's an extruder mold. I need this one. Good catch. All right, so we're just waiting on a little bit of polyethylene to be made. We're solidifying the ingots, and then this should be done here pretty soon, actually. I think all the other crafts are done. Boom, let's go. Advanced chemical reactor. And then advanced chemical bath is the last one that we needed to make to replace all those machines. And we have everything. Nope, I gotta change the circuit. Boop. Boop. All right, this is going to go where? Right here, advanced chemical bath. Yeah, I need to make the cables before I remove it. The wire mill. Good call. Max decided to come in and say hello to me. Just giving him a little bit of attention, a little bit of scritches. Being a good pet owner. Not neglecting my fluffy kitty. Guys, I know you haven't seen him on camera at all for like a little while. But I assure you, Max is very fluffy. Like, he hasn't lost any of his fluff. All right, kitty time over now. Oh, we still gotta wait on 18 more silver wires. Don't tell Max I could have had longer kitty time. So we needed to make the Lumium wire. He is like a cloud, a very heavy, warm, purring cloud that likes to drool for some reason when he gets picked up and given attention. So yeah, basically a cloud. He's like raining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, that's all of them. Lumium wire. All right. You should go take care of your kitties too, BRB. We're gonna do this. Just to ensure things aren't doing stuff when I disconnect them. And we boop this out. We boop this in. And then boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop. All right, now we replace the machines one by one. Extractor. Why did this have a robot arm in it? All right, so these machines need to be like a show. Advanced assembler. That had a robot arm in it too. Advanced macerator. Advanced lathe. Distillery. Cutter. Such a tiny wire it is. Mixer. Centrifuge. Wait a second. What just popped out of that? Is that where my wireless crafting terminal went the whole time, was in the centrifuge? Wait a second here. Oh wait, no. This was the one that was charging. I got confused. We had one of these if you weren't here the other day, we had one of these disappear when I went to go charge it. It like literally just deleted itself. It was like, nope, I'm out. Got confused, thought it was that. But this is the backup one. We just keep on the charger, so when my current terminal dies, I have one that's already charged. Advanced electrolyzer. Wire mill. That's going to be a great upgrade right here. Bender. Fluid solidifier. I'm taking this polyethylene recipe out of there, since this has other things that don't have that thing in there. Alloy schmelter. Did I set this? I did. Alloy smelter. Polarizer. Chemical reactor. And chemical bath. All right. All the machines are replaced. They're all powered. They should all be set, unless I missed a setting on one of them. Everything's connected power-wise. Yep. And AE connected. Why do so many of those have robot arms? From when we first set this up, when we were switching over, so we had some automations going. There is one click missing at machine 5 in the second row. I don't see him. Which one would it be? This one, the advanced alloy smelter? It says auto output, allow input. These are all up with that same setting. I think we're fine. Yeah, I think we're fine on all of these. Can you recycle the old machines? Kind of. So you can scrap them with a little bit of oxygen and then you get some of their materials back. You lose out on the circuits and some other things, but you get some of the raw materials back, yeah. Just gonna delete all these patterns. We had these for some reason. I don't remember why, but we're not using them, obviously. Okay, so we should be able to turn back on some of these things. This will end up blocking me at some point, but like, it's fine. I can run right now. So this might be the next set of machines we upgrade, and we'd probably upgrade these to MV. Since the circuit assembler, the next tier circuit assembler. I don't think we can do the HV one. I think that, yeah, that requires EV circuits. So we could do the MV one, which requires HV circuits, which is so weird. But anyway, this is at MV power level, which means we can replace all of these with MV machines. Or we could just put the circuit assembler on its own separate power thing and upgrade all these to HV. Not really sure. Maybe we'll put the circuit assembler over here with all of these advanced, these other processors. Can you craft the lowest EV tier circuit? Not right now. I'm sure I can't. We're barely into HV. We can craft all of this, except we don't know this MV robot arm. Okay, so I click that and this automatically goes in here. Why does that work? But the HV one doesn't. Is it because... So I need to do this, set that as the default recipe. No. Because all you have in the system is universals. Is that the reason? Because I have these, it's choosing that instead of using this one. This one. If I do 55 of those. And then make this recipe again. Aha, look at that. Interesting. Circuit assembler. Do it. Do it. So really what I should be doing is I should get rid of this recipe and this should just be the HV ones, right? Yeah, because that's what we've done over here. All right, let's toggle this and cancel this. So that should be like this. And then all our problems go away. So we know how to craft that to make this, but these are the ones that are going to be in the system now. Okay. Set up an assembler to always convert circuit to a universal? No. Now, if we just request this and it knows how to convert it automatically, it just makes that, right? All right, circuit assembler. AE is right here, so we'll put it on this side. Pattern provider. Okay. So really, I just got to take the patterns from here and where is it? This one? And put them over here. Did that need a circuit? No. Okay. I just want to make sure the circuit assembler is working. I just want to see it work once. I'll be like, okay. Okay. Takes 20 seconds to craft a circuit now. An HV circuit. Hello, Taco Butt. Yep, everything's good. I love it. So now we can start upgrading these machines to HV. Which means I'm going to need 8 distilleries. Can we afford? Did that need the polyethylene pipes? No. All right, that means also we're going to need a brewery. Autoclave. Compressor. Mixer. Why do we have another mixer here? I'm not sure why we have 2 mixers. Right on time, only 1,000 distilled water left. Were we keeping only 1,000? I don't remember what we did here. Yeah, we're keeping only 1,000. It makes 16 buckets at a time, but yeah. So no, we're not losing. That's just what I have it set to. The mixers for permanent drilling fluid, you guess? Well, yeah, that's what it was for, but there's no reason to have that like that. That can be shared over here now. Okay, so we just need to make these 3 machines and then the advanced distilleries. Let's go set patterns up for these other ones, get these other machines starting to be made. So I need brew. Let me just double check. Yeah, we don't have brewery. Beautiful. Oh, had a few extra blank patterns in here. We should craft a few more. All right. Brewery. Our distilleries are done. Sweet. Autoclave. And compressor. All right, so as soon as these machines get made, we can upgrade. Oh, I guess I got to make another 16 amp HV thing. And then we are also going to need clave. We're also going to need the wire. What wire was that? I don't remember. So whatever wire is over, is it Lumium? Lumium wire. So we're still waiting on the compressor, and I assume that's probably being blocked by the wire mill. Looking like it. Looking like it. Rip Ozzy passed away. That Ozzy Osbourne? Oh, yeah. Okay. That's sad. Why do we need so many of these IC chips for this? Did I not change the circuit for that thing? Advanced integrated circuit, that's the problem. I was like, it shouldn't be making any circuits. We have plenty, but it's looking for the component that gets made into the universal circuit, not the universal circuit. So it had to make a new one. Compressor autoclave brewery, compressor autoclave brewery, and then we have the 8 distilleries. Okay, I think we're good with this. We have that. We have the 16 amp power supply, so we can upgrade this bank. Let's disconnect AE. This goes bye-bye, and we pop in this guy. If I can click the right thing. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. All right, so brewery, or distilleries? Distilleries. Copy pasta, 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 pasta. Okay, those are all done. So basic brewery. Autoclave. And this is a compressor. I'm gonna move this over one, just so there's not this blank space here anymore. Compressor. All right, AE connected once again. Yeah, the wire mill is a bottleneck. That is true. All right, so we got those HV, we got these HV, we have a few other random things over here. These should be HV as well. Although, like, this is going pretty fast. I don't know if there's any good reason to upgrade this. I guess we're at nitrogen production. Yeah, I don't think we're keeping up with nitrogen, actually. 'Cause, 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 All right, gas collector. Centrifuge. I think we have that. Yeah. And arc furnace. It's just those 3 machines. This one. So we don't know how to make iron bars and we don't know how to make fluid filters. So let's fix. Fluid filter. So we don't know how to make this or this. Let's fix. This is just normal crafting. So lapis plate. Do that. Lapis. Block of lapis. Actually, let's do this, that. Block of lapis is made like so. Cutter. I'm actually gonna move that up here. Move that up there. So we know how to make all of this now for the advanced gas collector. Wait, I left the pattern in there. Right, we don't know how to make zinc foil. I didn't make that. Bender. Advanced gas collector. So something in there, hold on, if I make this again, something in here is using a steel knife. The rubber rings? It must be this. We should fix that recipe. How do we make rubber rings? That's not that. We need an extruder mold ring. All right, Esty, we'll catch you later. Now, I know this MV, we're in the process of upgrading to HV, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here. I don't know how long it's going to be before we actually upgrade this. So we need this guy, that guy. Yeah, we don't have a ring. Just double checking. It's like, really? Pattern provider. Okay, so now we can... Oh, I gotta name that, actually. Extruder ring. Rubber ring. This guy. Boop. Extruder ring. So now we got to find the other rubber ring. Get rid of this. Tin ring. We could probably resolve that one too. Tin ring. Okay. So we needed that for, was it the gas collector? Rubber ingots. Okay, hold on a second. If we wanted to make a rubber ring, we extrude a rubber ingot or rubber pulp. We have raw rubber pulp. So how do we get rubber pulp? Sure here. Okay. How do we get the rubber ingot? Maybe that's raw rubber pulp plus sulfur in the alloy smelter. We don't have raw rubber pulp. Do we? Was that the one we had? Raw rubber pulp. We do have this. Okay. Rubber ingot. Alloy smelter. Whoops, I'm on the wrong terminal. Alloy smelter. This one. Let's make sure that works. Easy. Okay. So that's done, that's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. So we need an advanced arc furnace. Yeah, we don't have this yet. Advanced arc furnace. So we are missing 4x gold cable and graphite dust. No, we have graphite. We just need this 4x gold cable. Gold. We know how to make gold wire. So we need 4x gold wire. Whoops. Are we looking? So we still don't know how to make the gold cable, but we know how to make the gold wire. And then this is made with liquid rubber, this one. Assembler. All the way down here. And then we good. Arc furnace. Okay. Yeah, guys, chill on the wire mill thing. We will resolve it. It'll get fixed. Where are we? This one. All right. Disconnect the cable. Disconnect the power. Where is this thing? I got a little ahead of myself here. I need to make the Lumium wire, and I also need to make the HV power thing. Should be fine, but we're gonna have to leave this disconnected for a little bit. Yeah, we could consolidate it, but no, I think we're just gonna leave it as it is. It's fine. Just gotta wait for a little bit for the wire mill to finish up. A few more crafts. It's going faster now. It's not like it's as slow as it was before since we upgraded to HV. It's a more reasonable speed anyway. I'm stuck. How is this thing still going? It's not. Okay, so we need gas collector. Center fudge. I assume we had this pushing to the top here. Shouldn't this be going? Oh no, we have to set this, I think, to number 1. There we go. Okay, and then the basic arc furnace, we swippity swap. And then we connect AE back. I'm actually not sure why this arc furnace is over here. I think it was because we wanted to get nitrogen or oxygen from this. This doesn't need to be here. This is fine to stay. This could be moved. In fact, I will move this machine. Did that need a circuit thing? Why is this not going? Did not have power? Did I place it wrong? Doesn't have power. This should be set to blocking mode. All right. I don't really want to swap those, but I'm going to have to at some point. I just don't want to. Speaking of power, let's go take a look. So we have 3 of those that are fine. Nearly 4. Just a little concerned now that we're starting to upgrade power, we're going to be using more at a time. Those are machines that turn on and off, so they're not constant, so it's harder to see like if we're how much power we're using when they turn on. Almost wonder if we should start future proofing and adding a few more of these dynamos. MV upgrade. And then we need the multi-cycle injectors. And then we need lasers. And we don't need these, but I'm going to add these on anyway. Well, this is definitely crafting faster than the last time we crafted these. I think these were taking about a minute or over a minute to craft, like per component. It feels like this is broken right now, but I don't know. I don't know where those are even getting crafted at. MB upgrade kit, where does that get made? Ah, okay. So we take one of these. And we replace it with that. Which is the same thing. But now AE should know that it's making it. The same thing with this one, I expect. Nope, this one just didn't craft. We are still waiting on lead gears. Oh man. Those are the ones that took forever, wasn't it? $52 seconds each. Let's try and make another MV upgrade kit. See if the recipe completes this time. Although we're going to get blocked, I think, with the steel gear because of the lead gears that we're trying to make. Gosh, this is so slow. These are machines that absolutely need to get upgraded to HV. Diamonds still go up, right? We're still at 2 million. I think diamonds stay same. We could upgrade the energy hatch, I think, in the sifters to make them go faster, and then diamond number go up. Yeah, we've been at like 2,090,000-ish for the last few times I've looked. So like we're relatively staying the same. Oh, right. These are single. Can we put 2 energy converters in there? Or 2 energy hatches? Or is this only allow 1? I guess that's something we'll have to test. Some multi-blocks allow you to put in 2 energy hatches, some do not. Time to make a baby chicken. Oh, I missed. There we go. Oh, I didn't make it. The game screwed up. I definitely should have made a baby chicken. We're still waiting. LV multi. Yeah. Okay, here's the MV upgrade kit. See if that gives us our message. Yep, sweet. So we just need to go update the multi-cycle injector in the same way, and then that'll fix that. Like a so. 3 of those. MV these things. Okay. Energy card, item card. Energy card, item card. Energy card, item card. Oh, whoops. And and then this one. Sweet. And we had to individually upgrade each one of these with the node overclockers. Node overclocker. I probably don't need 8. And by probably, I mean I most likely don't need 8. But we're just putting them in there anyway. Whoops. That's fine. Okay. So now we have way more energy capacity than what we need, but that's fine. I'd rather have more energy capacity than not enough. So then we have these 3, and we have at least 5, like 6-ish, if you count this partial and this partial. So maybe 6 additional buffers. MV energy hatch. I kind of wanted to see if that multi-block will form if I put one of these in there. I don't know if that's like one and only one energy hatch or if you can put 2 in there. I guess we can't access that from up here. We go down here then. One and only one. Okay, so we can't do anything until we get the HV ones. And we couldn't do the HV until there was something blocking us. I don't remember. Make baby chicken. Make baby chicken. It's gonna happen. Make a baby chicken. Chat, these chickens suck. I just want you to know. They make defective eggs. All right. What is next? We've done a lot of like upgrading. I think it probably still more upgrading is what's next. What are these machines? Yeah, these should get upgraded. These are passive? Well, I guess these are active, but those other machines are passive. Oh, there it is. Was bound to happen at some point during this live stream. Need to replace this one with this one. Hello? Why would you do that? Yeah, ore processing is another thing that we could... How are we doing on circuits, actually? The problem with doing the ore processing is it's 16 per bank. So 32 of our 55 circuits would go into like 2 of these. Where's our slowdown, actually? We need a lot of purified. Maybe we upgrade our basic thermal centrifuge. I'm down with that. 16. Thermal centrifuge. We know how to make everything. I need to go double check that it is 16 of these. Yes, it is 16. $32. Each one of those requires 2. Whoa, that hurts. Well, I mean, we have a lot of purified ore to chew through, so I think it makes sense. What happens when we run this through the centrifuge? Then we get the refined, and the refined goes to the macerators. Yeah. So we're gonna like get rid of all the purified, but then we're gonna have all of the refined. It's fine though. Like we'll upgrade these in stages. HV. We also need Lumium. 10 of these. Which might not show up for a while because I think the wire mill... Oh, no, the wire mill is not being preoccupied. I'm actually kind of surprised that went through with all of these wires that need to be made. Oh, man, that's a lot of stuff. Chat, are you guys playing this pack as well? Or are you guys just playing like some other easier Minecraft thing? I realize there's people in here that probably aren't even playing Minecraft. If you're not playing Minecraft, what are you playing? You're playing all the mods 10? Expedition 33. You've been playing RoboCop, Rogue City. Great time with that. You need to start with some mod pack with Greg in order to learn. I mean, that's true. I mean, you can watch somebody play, but until you actually play it yourself, you're not going to absorb, or at least I don't absorb, all of the fundamental. You only played beta Minecraft and you didn't like it? You saw Etho playing and saw Tartis to what? And started to watch Minecraft Project Ozone? I'm not really sure what you said there. You tried to, but you just slammed your head and lost interest. So you need a good one. Weirdly, you don't play video games? Oh, you watched Ethos start Ark and then Project Ozone? Yeah, Ark was kind of fun, but like, man, I keep, like, some of my other friends that I have, like, outside of the streaming world, they talk about Ark, and they're like, you ever played it? It's like, yeah. And they're like, oh, I'm really wanting to play it and all this. Dude, the thing about Ark, the resources that you need to do anything in Ark is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, you can increase it so, like, the resources are more generous, but, like, you can only increase that so much.
It's Chemical83 just resubscribed for 38 months.
Yo, Chemical, hey, welcome back, dude. Thank you for the 38 months. Yeah, the resource grind is just obnoxious in Ark. And then, like, the whole dino teaming aspect of it. Like, you tame one dinosaur and it's the same for every other one. Maybe you need slightly stronger torpor knocking out whatever it is. I don't remember. It's been a while. But, like, it's just the same thing. You knock it out, you put food in its inventory and, like, team it. It's just, like, the harder ones just take longer. And it's just, like, once you've tamed one, you've tamed them all. I don't know. You were playing, then you had to start moving, so you can't play now? Aw, that's too bad. Hopefully your move goes well. You'd like to play a pack alongside me in the future sometime? Wasn't any place to start one when you started this one, I see. I mean, I'm not playing particularly fast. I'm playing a few hours a day, a few days a week. It's not like I'm spending 12 hours a day. You could theoretically still catch up before the end of the series. You can follow along with the VODs. Should you choose to, anyway. What all power generation ways are there in the quest book? I don't know. I haven't looked at the quest book in so long. I actually forgot there was one. Solar, thermal, Greg takes steam, gas, combustion, power storage, flex networks. Why is this locked? MV power. HV power. Ditrons? What's a ditron? Ditrons are the best lapidary dynamo fuel. Even the lowest tier of ditrons has energy positive production. Diamond dust and energium dust makes ditron dust. Interesting. It says it's energy positive. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Yeah, so there's not like a lot of crazy power options, it doesn't look like. These are going fast. Cantha wires. $11 ticks per recipe on the Cantha wire. Nearly 2 recipes a second. This, however, is not going fast. Whatever it's doing now. Fine electrum wire. Yay, we did it, everybody. Our waiting paid off. So I'm going to try and copy this machine setting. Let's see, we want cable anchor. And then we get rid of everything in here, which will effectively shut this down. Oh, but they... there's a lot of stuff in these machines. I want them to stop running so we're not, like, technically deleting recipes. Okay, those are all off. These are all off. Copied. Boop. 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 These blocks are going to be a little obnoxious. Let's get rid of them. Wait, these light bulbs have no hitbox? I thought they had a hitbox. Lumium wire. All right, and then we should be able to paste these settings and things. Okay, so you can paste from one tier to another tier, which is nice. And we just got to hook up AE, and then these things should start working again. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to change these. Nope. Looks like it might be fine, actually. Yeah. We are keeping up with the round robin faster than its processing, which is good. Number go up. So are we still making HV circuits, or did this break? No, it's still making. It seems to me, though, that I should probably have IC chips on like another sort of a craft. It shouldn't be waiting on that. We should keep, I don't know, how about like 32 in stock? I don't want to keep like a crazy amount in stock, but we should keep those in stock so like when we're making processors, it's not like waiting on those to be made to make the processor. Really wish we had a lot more of these. How are we doing on silicon? So we still got 80 boules. Okay, so that makes me feel good. And then hot silicon ingots. Yeah, that just went through. Okay, so if we need those, we can craft those, no big deal. Let's see here. So we had over 30 of the circuits, right? Maybe. Maybe we should do the macerators next. So we don't have to worry about that refined ore processing. The refined ore backing up. So if we wanted, it's 16 of these, yeah? Yeah, we want 16 of these. Are we able to afford? I mean, it looks like we are. I'll just go ahead and kick that off. So there's our energy converter, our Lumium wire. A lot of bits and pieces have to be crafted for these. All right, I think we can start decommissioning this while we wait for this stuff to craft. Took a little bit of time on the other machine to do that, we should be able to just tear these down. It's all prepared. Cable anchor. I don't think either of those are in here. All right, so it sounds like that has all turned off. Did I disconnect the power? I didn't disconnect the power. Why is the power off? That has me worried, actually. We just added 3 new dynamos, though. If we're running out of power, that really has me worried. Oh, boy. We are absolutely running out of power. We had like 5 additional unused dynamos, and I thought we were gonna be fine. Turns out I was wrong, and that's fine. This is energy and item card. Energy item. Energy item. Energy item. All right, let's copy the card settings. All right, and then the other card. Yep. Now, being that these are still zeroed out, that doesn't mean that we don't have enough power. It could just mean that the storage of whatever machine is filling up isn't full yet, or it could just mean that we don't have enough power. Oh, MV. We need 5 more of those. Maybe we just go disconnect the thermal centrifuges until we get this up and running. Those are eating an enormous amount of power. The new upgraded diamond thing might also help. I think those diamond things that we were looking at is just a replacement for diamonds. It doesn't make it make more power. It makes it make the fuel last longer. So essentially more power per unit. We're still going to need the dynamos to burn them. We should probably look and see what the HV upgrade kits do. Let's get this up and running, try and get our power sorted, and then we'll look at upgrading to the HV. We have 4 of these. Okay. So now we just boosted those significantly. Can we run these, or is it still not enough? Hopefully we can run them. I mean, it seems like... Oh, slurp. Okay, we still have one that's full, 2 that's full. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to hook up the HV macerators without further adjusting our power situation here, unfortunately. But at least our power is like squared away now. The things that we have going. So let's take a look at the HV. What are they called? Upgrade kit. Liquid glowstone aluminum gear. I'm not sure any of this stuff is that bad. Let's see what we can do. All right, so we need to know how to make this. Liquid. Let's start with the Lumium plate bender. Lumium glass. Do we know how to make liquid lumium? Probably not. That's in the fluid solidifier. Aluminum gear, extruder gear. So I need 2 1K discs. Yeah, I'm aware they need the multi-cycle. That's less important. but it is important. Liquid glowstone. Liquid Lumium. All right. So now we need to actually know how to make those fluids. Liquid glowstone is this one. Blink pattern. That's extractor. Extractor. And then liquid lumium, same thing, I assume. We just do it from the dust. Please tell me we can make it from the dust. What is this? We have to do it from the ingot? I love it. Extractor. Okay, so assembler. HV upgrade. I want to make like 10 of those. Okay, so we are low on Lumium. Maybe if I made like 5? Maybe if I made like 2? We can do 2, everybody. Hey, we gotta start somewhere, okay? And the assembler is blocked probably by this stuff. These are almost done. I would cancel those in order to make the other thing go faster, but these are like nearly done, so you might as well just let these continue. I like how it says it's only 3.14% complete when it's like gonna finish up. As soon as this is done, it's just gonna be like zoop, done. It'd be cool if that percentage was actually like the overall crafting requirement. And done. Okay, so the HV one should be unblocked. Yep, these are now crafting. Hopefully those don't take a long time. These take 30 seconds per. That's fairly reasonable. Fairly. Now this upgrades one dynamo to 64 times. So currently this is making 3,200 RF per tick. And it holds 800,000. If we put this in here, it holds 3.2 million and is making 12,800 RF per tick. But look at it slurp down those diamonds. It's weird how this one's getting a power buffer. Are we not making any more Lumium because we ran out of dust and it doesn't know how to make, it doesn't know to make more? Is that the problem? Yeah, there's no crafting card in here. Maybe we don't want a crafting card. I think we tell it like craft 2000. Which might be a mistake. But we're definitely going to need the Lumium. And we'll have to figure it out. Like, once we get our blast furnaces set up and we have like one dedicated specifically for Lumium instead of these two temporary ones. Like, once we get the HV energy hatches and all that stuff on here, then we will like figure out how much we're going to actually keep on hand. Nitrogen go up, by the way, when we made that change. But then again, these blast furnaces have also been off, so I assume nitrogen go up. We'll have to see in the long run. $85.91. Man, it went up by 4 buckets. Oh, it's going down. I'm pretty sure we're still at a positive. It's only using 2 buckets every 50 seconds with these running. Don't forget to fix the upgrade NBT and cancel the craft in AE2. Oh, right. I'll make one more, and then we'll fix it with the next one. Thought it was making it. It is making it. That still takes 30 seconds. Okay, so now we can cancel this. I think we only needed 6 more of those. Yeah. Those multi-cycle injectors just take so long to be crafted. I think with these upgrades, we could try putting in the macerators. I'm not confident, but I think we should be able to do this. We want these. And I already disconnected this, yeah? Yeah, this is all disconnected. Item output south. Item output north. Okay, so we'll just do half and half. I'm not actually sure I made any changes to this, honestly. Maybe I didn't. And then item output north. Yeah, I don't think I needed to make any setting adjustments to these. These all have power. All have power. And boop. So these are only using 32 EU per tick. They're still using LV power. So the macerators really don't use that much power. Interesting. So we're probably only using like 1 or 2 amps. 1 amp. So we definitely don't need a 16 amp one here. The mod is siftable as well. Okay. So how much are these? These are using 16 EU per tick. So I think that'd be 64 at MV, right? Or is it double? It's 4 times the power for twice the speed when you go up, right? So that should be 64. So these sifters are going to be quite pricey if we get 16 of them. I think. I don't know for sure. So we need to know how to make an item filter. We know how to do all that, okay. Advanced Sifter 2. 16. Oh, I didn't change. No, it should be fine. I was gonna say I didn't change the circuit, but we don't need to worry about that anymore. It should be choosing the correct one now. Yeah, the nodes pull out items. You don't need to change machine settings. You can check. No, I believe you. That holds true for the machines that are kind of passive. The ones that are active, we definitely need to change it so it's like outputting up fluid and item back into the interface, or not the interface, the pattern provider. But yeah, the passive machines, I don't think we have to mess with. So yeah, this is making a lot of stuff here. A lot of dedicated WAM chips. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, so in order to make these, we didn't have enough circuits. So it's making circuits. Interesting. So how many circuits do we have and how many is it crafting? I guess I just need to craft 2. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. This one. I didn't even look to see how many circuits we had. It has to craft 16. Okay, I'm going to cancel this and we'll revisit this on the next stream, I think. We need to let some stuff build up. I feel like we're just constantly waiting on things at this point. Let's see here. This all looks fun. I kind of want to upgrade or bump this up to higher tier. I want to get to 512. I don't think it's going to allow me to make this change though. Let's see here. Can I make that change if I cancel this? Oh yeah, I can actually. Let's go 512. And hopefully everything will work just fine. I think we're good with everything else. All right, I think we're going to call it here, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Yeah, we should be back tomorrow, starting about 1 p.m. Eastern time, continuing on. Hopefully we'll have a bunch more resources and we can get some things done. Power is definitely something that we're going to have to look at. And then diamonds to keep up with the power. It's a constant power struggle. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.